So we began the trip by passing out the tetrahedral and commitment to doing selfies and sharing that commitment, beginning our selfies and with friends, and of course Willie Nelson as a pickoff from the Google, and passing through Willie Nelson territory. Again, a selfie, finding it kind of interesting. I mean, not for myself, but because we're talking about people here and shooting people. The real thing is, yes, it's a great land, but it's filled with wonderful people. And our purpose, I think, is chasing the character, the richness of people. And these are people we're meeting along the way. And this was, of course, down in Brazil with Martha. And this was a Tesla meeting, tucked away on a Tesla charger, another Tesla charger, I believe. Actually, that was from Greenville or Vicksburg. This is Molly, and at one of her talks, Brenda, at our hotel. This is another one, the same picture. I got them from Greenville, and there was flood, and this is Molly again, and this is Jason carving a pizza, believe it or not, and of course we're in Memphis at this point, which is filled with all sorts of things. This is, I think, perhaps it was Memphis, or one of the GMs at one of the hotels. We were pleased to meet her. And Janice, Riley's mom, with her coffee. And this is Martha down in Brazil, I think, with the chef taking his set of photos, so he's happy with his photos. And this is at the Reese Gallery. And the curator, manager of it, boss, and his assistant here. This is in Johnson City, and this is one of the photographs on the wall, which was about the mountain people, and outside, friendly person giving us directions, who were, this is in Brazil, of course, and we're wandering through Brazil twice. And this is a gentleman who owned hotels out on the street, on the road towards Memphis, I think. This notion of people, and we're sharing it in Brazil as well, and our selfies. This is in Washington, D.C., which includes then Raj, who was a terrific partner on a long trip to South by Southwest, and Washington, D.C. first. And this is the Trump post office across from the White House. Fun and games. This is, shooting if we can. Trying to get interesting shots. This is Bob Engman passing through his corner of the world, sculptor, teacher of mine, now down in Brazil. And, of course, Henry's, which is coming up here as spring breaks. And we're going to see more of him. And this is Beatrice, who came from the Brazilian team, and Martha in her dark glasses. Selfies in the Tesla, on the road, heading west and south. And our Brazilian friend, Beatrice, and Ulrika studying for fire safety. These are my gentlemen from the Cornell GMP, raising a glass to all of the people that were not there from the GMP. And this is the bronze sculpture, along with the team who can move her and delight in her. And I'm reading a little poetry here, and poetry is good, and we continue to take flight chasing, in this case, Rajesh throwing pieces of French fries for the gulls down below Lake Charles in Cameron, Louisiana, where the boats come in, the ships. That's it for Roger Smith News. Roger Smith Learning, I guess Roger Smith Tripping.